Would you be mad at your deceased family member if they did this as their last wish?
Okay.
601-995-1017. I was reading about this guy who was a very successful business owner. He passed away, and I guess his last wish was to be buried in one of his Corvettes.
What?
So there's a photo showing a dead guy in the driver's seat of his car with a large floral bouquet spread across the hood of the car.
Oh.
He was a wealthy businessman. He loves Corvettes. I think they buried him in one of his Corvettes.
So they had to like dig a hole big enough for the whole car?
I think so. Now, maybe they didn't bury him and they just kind of like propped it up at the funeral.
Staged it, yeah.
I don't know. But also, I don't know that I'm going to want my grandpa's Corvette after
he's
dead
been
him
in it, yeah.
has just been chilling there for a few hours.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they buried him in it or not, but that would not make me very happy because like somebody could have had that Corvette. Or I could have sold that Corvette.
Well, but that's I think that is a little shady. I don't think you should be going to a family member's funeral thinking about like, well, what are they leaving me?
I wouldn't be going to the funeral thinking of that, but whenever I heard before the funeral that Grandpa wants to be buried in his vet, no. That's such a waste of a classic car. And I'm not even into cars.
It is weird. I wouldn't be mad at the family member. I do think I would be giving it a little bit of a side eye. Like, I would hope that I would have seen that behavior coming from the family member. Like, yeah, they've always cared a little bit more about possessions than all of us. But I wouldn't be mad at them. And, like, especially if I had a family member like that, I wouldn't want any other stuff anyways. Like, you always thought you were too good for us, so like who cares?
Oh no.
Have your Corvette.
No, give me the Corvette. Like you were a terrible relative to me for the entire time.
Give me the vet.
Yeah, give me the vet. I want to sell it. I'm going to take it to a pawn shop.
I don't think you can take a car to a pawn shop, can you?
Oh, sure you can.
No way.
Absolutely.
You can't pawn a car.
You can pawn anything,
Really?
I think. Anybody know if you can pawn a car? I would think you'd be able to.
Adam's going to go dig up this Corvette and try to pawn it.
Yeah, there's dirt all over it, and it smells like a dead man in here. Yeah, I'll knock $500 off the price.
How much can you give me?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not taking a dime under 1,000. Be a steal for a Corvette.
That would be, but I mean, the circumstances are shady.
Have you ever, would you get irritated though if somebody, like what if somebody just wanted to be buried with all their money? Their last will and testament was withdraw everything from my bank account and put it in the casket with me.
I mean, I don't think you have a right to be mad. I think you could be like, wow, I didn't see that coming. Or like, yep, that's exactly who that is. But I don't like it's their money. They get to decide whether or not you get it or not.
I don't know. If this was my family, I would be hard in the camp of Grandpa's not going to know what we did with his Corvette.
No.
Yeah, we can all.
That's a horrible. You have to respect their wishes. Otherwise, they're going to come back and haunt you.
Sounds like this guy's going to be haunting anyway, because I don't think he's getting into the good place if he's the type of guy who wants to be buried with his Corvette. I think he's just going to be...
Oh my gosh.
I'm serious. 601-995-1017. I was just saying how I would be a little bit upset. Like, it's like, who the heck was Grandpa? Was he Ebenezer Scrooge?
You definitely were not saying you'd be a little bit upset. You were saying you'd be a lot of it upset.
Buried him in his Corvette. That's ridiculous. Could have pawned that off. And Allison didn't know you could pawn cars, but James says you can 100% pawn a car.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Apparently, I haven't watched Pawn Stars enough because
Pawn Stars is so good.
I didn't realize you could pawn a car.
Have you ever been in a pawn shop?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, I was desperate for some cash.
Really? So what did you pawn?
I did. I unfortunately did not pawn anything.
What were you going to pawn?
I was trying to pawn some jewelry. I found out some jewelry that I thought was, well, speaking of inheritance, it had been left to me. I thought it was like really fancy, schmancy jewelry. It turns out it was costume jewelry.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You were so critical of me for what I said. about the guy who wanted to be buried in his Corvette. You went and pawned off a dead relative's jewelry and then were disappointed whenever you found out that it was fake?
No, okay.
That's what it sounded like you just said.
Not listening. You are not listening. So, first of all, I was not expecting to be left with anything. I would not have been mad if this person would have wanted to be buried in all their jewelry, but I guess I can understand.
Because you found out that it was fake.
They didn't want to. But no, I wasn't expecting anything. I had it. It was stuff that I wasn't going to wear. It's just not my style, not my vibe. I'm not good with jewelry anyways. And yeah, there was a time during the pandemic where like I did not have a job. I was very low on money. I needed some money to pay rent and I was like desperate. So I thought about pawning that jewelry, took it to a pawn shop and they were like, yeah, this is all costume jewelry. Like we cannot give you anything for it. So
they didn't even offer you like $5?
No, so I kept it. I still have it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah.
Wow. Yep. All right. Well, it's Y101, Adam and Allison. I can't believe you had that story in your back pocket and got all critical of me about the Corvette.
But I wasn't expecting it. I didn't need it. Also, it's not worth anything.
Adam and Allison in the morning.